Hey guys, today we're going to talk about how Lea Michele proves everyone wrong. Let's get right into it. The atmosphere at Broadway's Funny Girl revival right now is delightfully salacious, with the audience salivating for sweet, sweet gossip. After all of the Funny Girl drama this summer, the sudden departure of sweet Beanie Feldstein as the musical's lead, Fanny Brice, and her replacement with reputed bully Lea Michele, everyone in that theater has put up their hard cash to find out, was it worth it? All the scandal, all the bad publicity, can Lea Michele really be that good? She's no Barbra Streisand, but she comes close. Funny Girl is an odd show, a tired hagiography of a vaudeville star whose Isabel Lennart penned book is the mid-century equivalent of glitter screenplay. Despite its cliche-ridden plot about a poor girl who becomes a star only to jeopardize her stardom by marrying a man unworthy of her, Funny Girl became an instant classic when it premiered on Broadway in 1964. Mostly because of its two pillars, glorious Jewel Stein songs and Barbra Streisand's iconic performance in the lead role. Since then, every production has had to live in the shadow of their predecessor. Streisand proved that Funny Girl can be great if the songs are made to work, and if you have a great Fanny Brice, someone who's funny, has a big enough voice to nail Stein and Merrill's octave-spanning ballads, and can make the audience believe unquestioningly in her theatrical genius and will to power. Lea Michele fulfills two of the three requirements, which isn't bad. Michele proved she had the vocal chops to be a convincing Streisand impersonator on Glee, where she covered a series of Funny Girl songs and performances that tended to mimic Streisand's distinctive phrasing and pronunciations. She still has the pure, supple tone that made her a TV star at 36, but she's gained the gravitas and confidence required to move beyond mimicry. She can interpret stone-cold classics like People and I'm the Greatest Star with a technique that nods to Streisand without exactly copying her, and her belt on Don't Rain on My Parade fills the theater. Is this Funny Girl actually funny? Not quite, but she makes the jokes appealing. Michele approaches Fanny's one-liners and extended physical comedy bits with a despairing tone, as if she finds their self-depreciation humiliating. Regardless, she gives her jokes her Rachel Berry A student determination. Watch her struggle to keep a fake mustache on her face while patter singing in an old-fashioned Yiddish accent. It's an endearing combination. Look, she's suffering for us. In the end, it is Michele's determination that makes Fanny Brice so compelling. Funny Girl is the story of Fanny's determination to succeed, of how she will not be held back by her skinny legs, men who can't see past them, or her unworthy husband. It is a story about ambition triumphing over all. That's a trait Michele has always possessed in spades, and now following the 2020 scandal in which she lost endorsement deals due to a reported history of bullying on set, her ambition has been sharpened with a fine edge of desperation. She's acting like her career is on that line on that stage, which it most likely is. In general, the production surrounding Michele falls short of her standards, with his exuberant tap solos. Jared Grimes, who was nominated for a Tony for his supporting role as dance teacher Eddie, continues to bring a welcome shot of joy to the show. In Tova Feldsha, who replaces Jane Lynch as Fanny's mother, Miss Brice, gives an earthy and grounded performance that shows where Fanny came from. Even with Harvey Fierstein's reworked book, the show falls apart in Act 2 when the focus shifts from Fanny to her sleazy gambler husband Nick. Fierstein's revisions attempt to flesh out Nick, but only succeed in giving him more unnecessary stage time, which all feels wasted until we return to Fanny's point of view. It must be said that Ramin Karimloo gives a charming and creamy voice-leading main performance in the role. It is not his fault that Nick is written so poorly. Brice's love interest, Nick Arnstein, is played by Ramin Karimloo, who co-stars with Jared Grimes, Peter Francis James, Effie Ardima, Deborah Cardona, Tony DiBueno, and Martin Moran. Michael Mayer's direction is flat and predictable, with confetti cannons and proscenium lighting changes, thudding emotional cues out the audience with the subtlety of a freight train. Meanwhile, David Zinn's scenic design is, if anything, too subtle. Whether it's representing Brooklyn, a luxury hotel, or a theater, a massive and powerfully ugly brick silo looms inexplicably in the center of the set. It's more of an annoyance than an enigma. Still, if Funny Girl's legacy can demonstrate anything, it's that this show can withstand a lot. A cliched story, clunky lyrics, and why not, a questionable set as long as it keeps delivering the big moments. What Funny Girl really needs is the panic nervous exuberance of Don't Rain on My Parade, the anxious delight of someone willfully ignoring the good advice of her friends and family to throw her arms around a bad decision that may well ruin her life simply because she can't bear not doing it. With Lea Michele at the helm, Funny Girl is currently nailing the big moments, and every time it does, the ravenous, voracious audience rises from their seats to applaud, and the gossip becomes less important. Michele will also appear on the Broadway cast album for the show, which will feature studio recordings of songs such as Rain on My Parade, My Man, and People. That's all for today. We'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.